All right, thanks, Jared and Chris. Yeah, I just want to give you a little update on some of the races. Of course, Governor Doug Ducey, very comfortable lead over David Garcia in the governor's race, and a lot was said earlier about how the governor wasn't facing a really aggressive campaign from Garcia. We are yet to see him show up tonight, but we will try and talk to him. But then moving on through some of the 6 or 7 main statewide offices I want to go through. Secretary of State, of course, is an important one, second in line to the governor, and it's been a very close race as well right now. Steve Gaynor, Republican Steve Gaynor, is in the lead over Democrat Katie Hobbs, but that's 51% to 49%, and we still are just at 10% of precincts reporting. So again, very early in the game, but we knew that one would be close. The polls coming up to Election Day were within the margin of error. Some of them had Hobbs leading. Moving on to Attorney General, we spoke live with January Contreras a bit ago here at the Democratic headquarters, and Mark Brnovich's lead over her is staying about the same. Again, 10% of precincts reporting, still has about a 6-point lead over January Contreras. And of course, she was talking to us about wanting to get partisan politics, if you will, out of the Attorney General's office. She is hoping to be able to stop suing the federal government over Obamacare, for example. Moving on to State Treasurer, we're looking at Democrat Mark Manoyle, who is falling behind right now Kimberly Yee, the Republican, and that as well is about a 12-point difference between the two of them for State Treasurer. When we look at Superintendent of Public Instruction, also a very, very close race. Kathy Hoffman and Republican Frank Riggs are at 50-50 right now. That's literally what it is right now, and it looks like it's just a difference of about 4,000 votes separating Democrat Kathy Hoffman. She's behind right now Frank Riggs, and that also is 10% of precincts reporting. She is here as well. Morgan Lowe spoke with her a bit ago. We're going to try and talk to her as well, especially as we get closer to 100% of precincts reporting. These are races that, of course, statewide elected offices, and it's really something that Democrats are, fighting against. They don't have the advantage, so to speak, in a lot of these races in a red state. And as we mentioned, Brandon and Nicole, you were talking about Governor Doug Ducey, the man of the hour, because he's so far ahead of David Garcia. So these are some of the races that are hard for Democrats to win, and yet, as we mentioned, a couple of them, Superintendent of Public Instruction and Secretary of State, very close races right now, and could get even closer as the night goes on. So I'll send it back to you, Nicole and Brandon.